only thing they had in their home was a reusable plastic drink cup. And these are people that are making it possible for us to live in this country with all the freedoms that we have.
Usually I get a little choked up when I talk about this. We started an emergency fund for our students.
The skills that she learned through that program, she'll have for the rest of her life.
To be able to feel and give love, and to truly believe that they can accomplish great things.
As the Manhattan Beach Rotary Club president, I am honored to serve this club. You will learn about some of the organizations that we support financially and through volunteer hours throughout the year.
My first meeting was in 1965. First time as president was in 1970, 71. And then they found out that I had done it so poorly, they asked me to come back and try again in 1981. This is my 55th year on September the 16th. I've been president twice. One of the most rewarding experiences that I ever had in Rotary was one of our first trips to Mexico to build a home for a family that was very needy. And I can remember that the family was living in this little trailer. There was 5 of them. You know, we were down there and we built a house that they could live in one day. And the family was extremely emotional and very thankful that we had created a new life for them.
You know, for all the events that the Manhattan Beach Rotary Club hosts and organizes, it's not just Rotarians doing the work. The Vet Fest event is no exception. The Vet Fest event is held every November around Veterans Day. It's to honor those who have served our country. And to make it possible, the Manhattan Beach Rotary Club partners with the Connecticut Federal Credit Union. They help us out in a lot of different ways to make sure this event is a success.
Some of the veteran organizations we work with are Team Rubicon and Operation Mend from UCLA. The cool thing about Vet Fest, veterans come up to me and say how much it makes them feel welcome and appreciated. That's the part that really gets to me. I've been in Rotary since 1979, 42 years.
There's only 6 emotions that we're born with. Anything else you felt in your lifetime needs to be learned or experienced.
PS I Love You is a small grassroots nonprofit. For 23 years, we've been developing and implementing social emotional learning programs. We teach youth a way to feel good about themselves, have compassion and empathy, and become really responsible civic leaders.
PS I Love You holds an annual Day at the Beach event, which is called Day at the Beach, Adopt a Child for the Day. We unite 300 youth from the inner city, and they get adopted by 300 loving and caring mentors like you and me. Most of the children are from Compton and Watson, Long Beach and Hawthorne. They call it Christmas in July, best day of my life. We have like the Department of Child and Family Services that come, and some of the kids actually are adoptable. And to the volunteers like Manhattan Beach Rotary, without their support, it wouldn't be the same.
The Warrior Warehouse is on the base at Camp Pendleton. They are given housing for their families, but the housing is completely unfurnished. Part of the Warrior Warehouse is furniture. The other part of the warehouse is all for children and babies, clothing, diapers, strollers, playpens. They don't have any of this stuff. With the low salaries that they're making, this fills a huge gap in what they need and what they can afford. The Manhattan Beach Rotary Club had a second location for people to drop things off. We went down with 2 26-foot trucks and 1 17-foot truck. Would not have normally been in the mix had it not been for Manhattan Beach Rotary Club really stepping up.
We have a gratitude award, which is an award that we give to a community partner, a corporation, just thanking them for years of support. And this year, we gave that gratitude award to the Manhattan Beach Rotary. The Rotary Club of Manhattan Beach has been really supportive to El Camino College, mostly by funding scholarships for students over the past 15 years. During the pandemic recently, they were also amazing with our Warrior Pantry, which is our food pantry for students who have food insecurities. So many of them lost their jobs, their parents lost their jobs, they had to stay home and help their siblings. Many of them were able to stay in school and get through that. The scholarship money just really helps make a huge difference in a pandemic or not.
The Rotary motto is service above self. One of our annual projects is Rise Against Hunger. The whole club gets together, packages 25,000 meals to send to developing countries. It's a day of fellowship, there's music, it's lively, and we're all there for a great cause.
The YEA program helps these young individuals with metered steps all along the way throughout, I think, a 9-month program that helps them to develop their own ideas in business so that they can become successful entrepreneurs.
I wanted to help more people around the world get sunscreen and skincare. People of color have a hard time using sunscreen because it doesn't blend into their skin.
It was an incredible honor that the Rotary chose Nika to award a scholarship to go to the YEA program.
I learned so many lessons that if someone tells you you can't do it, you definitely can. You just persevere, and you can achieve your dreams if you put your mind to it.
Do you have a favorite activity at the Friendship Foundation, Joe?
Soccer, golf, and sing along, and bingo.
The Friendship Foundation runs wellness, recreation, and life skill programs for the neurodiverse population. We pair our neurodiverse population with our neurotypical population, and we create peer-to-peer interaction. It allows our participants and our volunteers to form organic friendships throughout the process. Joe, tell me about some of the friends that you've made at the Friendship Foundation.
Alamash, Aaron, Trinity, and Dylan.
And are those friendships meaningful to you?
Yes.
The Rotary of Manhattan Beach has helped the Friendship Foundation by providing financial support for our summer programs. This summer we will be running a 6-week camp. We will have over 125 participants a week running sports, water activities, vendors, music, arts, drama. Do you have a favorite activity to do at Water Day, Joe?
Do 12 water balloon dodge fall.
You ever hit Mr. Daniel with the water balloon?
Yeah, but like a bunch of times.
The Friendship Foundation is very lucky to have the Manhattan Beach Rotary support us. Meeting individuals like Joe and their families makes me understand a little bit more of what that population and their families go through, and we appreciate the support.
The purpose of the Roundhouse Aquarium is to provide educational opportunities for children to learn about the sea animals that live off the coast here in the Santa Monica Bay and to teach them the importance of not polluting that environment. We've had a practice and policy of educational equity, so the majority of our classes are for children from the inner city, from poor areas, low-income areas. That's something that we think is very important and also speaks well to Manhattan Beach and the organization and the Manhattan Beach Rotary Club.
Love, compassion, kindness, empathy, loyalty, humility, forgiveness. We need to teach this to our children. They need to grow up to be connected, wonderful people.
You left there with with really tears in your eyes.
And it just makes you realize that anything is really possible.
It's such a special thing we do.
Someone says you can't do it, you definitely can.
There was this great need, and so there we were.
You know, I wouldn't be doing it this long if I didn't get something out of it.
The sense of camaraderie, of collegiality, and you're all in it together to really serve the community.
On behalf of the Manhattan Beach Rotary Club, we want to thank you for being here tonight. Thank you to all of our sponsors. Welcome, and we hope you enjoy the evening.